Yay! Mr. Muffin's Trains in Atlanta, Indiana. How are you today? We are live and well here in Atlanta, Indiana. It's Friday night, June 6th. This is D-Day day. Some of you may know that I attended the 50th anniversary of Normandy with two of my sons. And it was an awesome experience. We were over there for that. It was one of the best speeches Bill Clinton ever gave, in my opinion. And my stepdad was in the first wave at Omaha on the morning of June 6, 1944. And basically everybody in his outfit was killed but three guys. And he had crazy experiences during the war. He went AWOL in Paris. And got run over at the Battle of the Bulge, liberated a prisoner of war camp. He had an unbelievable year. From June 6th till May 8th, it was basically war in Europe, right? Not quite a year. It's unbelievable. And I can't stop thinking about that on June 6th. But anyway, here we are on June 6th. And we're here at the layout, of course, talking to you guys, kind of updating you on what's going on in the hobby if we can, answer some questions along the way. And most important thing, hello, Katie. The most important thing is what is for dinner. And my brother-in-law, Uncle Mike, is back from vacation. He's been gone for quite a while, so we're going to have steak, I'm told, tonight because Uncle Mike wants steak. So I got to get out of here right at 6:30 so I can go home and have steak with Uncle Mike. He likes red wine, so I bet you that we're going to do some of that too. I have a feeling. So, okay, so obviously the big news this week was Lionel's price increase on June 2nd. So what Lionel's trying to do is to basically handle the tariffs, manage the tariffs in effect. And so they announced basically a 15% increase almost across the board. About 280 products were impacted. 15% price increase. And then at the same time, they reintroduced minimum advertised price would be 10% below MSRP. So they gave us the ability to discount again. So if you think about what happened, so if you had a Lionel product that cost $100, they raised it to $115, then told us that we're allowed to discount 10%. So that would be $11.50, right? So you take $11.50 off of 115 is $103.50, isn't it? Or 103.50. So the effect, the price went from $100 to $103.50 to the end consumer, basically. So that's what's going on with that. So they're actively moving product again. I got a new shipping schedule from them this week. Obviously, this week they'll be receiving AC2 covered hoppers, 3-bay hoppers, Norfolk and Western 3-bay hoppers, Pennsylvania, CNO, CSX, B&O, Alaska, all that stuff is arriving at Lionel this week, and then they don't get another shipment until the 25th of June. And that shipment will include some ready-to-run sets and also some Polar Express cars that we ran out of last year. Combination car, Letters to Santa, Disappearing Hobo, Hot Chocolate, and Diner will all be coming in 6/25. And then 6/30, they're expecting the rest of the 18-inch passenger sets in Pennsylvania. Penn Central, the Senator, and the Congressional. Really looking forward to those. Aluminum cars, they've gone back to aluminum cars. You probably saw that in the catalog. And Amtrak and Lionel lines are all due in 6/30. And then they got a bunch of track coming in 6/30. Their new fast track grade crossing with gates and flashers, they announced, will be coming in on 6/30. And then right behind that on July 3rd, will be in the mountains. And they announced Alaska, Santa Fe, Seaboard, NC and St. Louis, Nashville, Chattanooga, and St. Louis. That's one of Dr. Jack's favorite roads. New Haven, Southern, Tennessee Central, and Texas Pacific. And, of course, we're doing 3 custom runs. We're doing a C&O, Chesapeake and Ohio version, a Baltimore, Ohio version, and then also a Lehigh Valley version, custom runs in the mountains. And so those will be in 7.3, and I don't know for a fact, but I'm reading between the tea leaves. I think the GG1s are in the container after that, probably mid-July, before we'll see those coming along. MTH this week we got in 7 or 8 pallets. About half of it was Trump rolling stock. We sold probably 250 3-car Trump freight car sets. So about half that was that. I got some SD70 Max, not very many. That was a problem. And I have a few extras, BNSF, a couple others left. And then the R1 and the R9 subways got here. And I haven't seen those yet. I wanted to bring one down to the layout to show you, but I don't have it yet. So I'll probably go by there in the morning and see if I can steal them and have them for the thing tomorrow. But we got a ton from them. Atlas gets a container about the 20th. I don't think we'll see another container at MTH till middle of July. So that's kind of the latest on that. We got a couple of pallets full of RMT cars, including my custom run Monon and a nickel plate car that's beautiful. And we'll be showing those here soon. I went down there this afternoon and they're still on the pallet. The pallet's got to be 8 foot tall. I don't know how she got it in the building. But RMT, tons of RMT product. I did not get any reefers. I've been asked. No reefers yet. Those are coming. I know they have RMT's got another container on the water. So that's pretty cool. And then we also, I don't know if you're familiar, there's a company that makes building kits in HON and O gauge called Downtown Deco. It's owned by a gentleman named Randy Pepcock. He's a great guy. He lives in Montana. And the kits are made basically out of plaster. And so they're really cool. If you get one that's broken, you can glue it back together with white glue. And I've got a number of them on my layout. I got a bad part of town on my layout that's all Downtown Deco kits. But anyway, he was willing to, let me sell those. So, because I'm a big fan of his kits. So we got 10 cases or so of kits in this week from Downtown Deco, and we'll be showing them off. So that's that. So that's all the news I have at this point. We got 37 comments on here already. Holy cow. Let's see if there's any questions here I can address along the way. Hello, C. Kelly. Katie's on. Old Ohio Angler's on. I thought about you yesterday. I saw my boat sitting there in the barn waiting to get in the water. Hello, T-Zap. Hello, Steve. Hello, Mole Man. Hello, Randy. Hey, Tim. Tylenda. How are you doing? Massimo! You're on, buddy. Hello, Massimo. Thank you very much. My video on D-Day. Thank you. Thank you. I care a lot about that. Hello, Wells. How are you doing? Good to see you on here. Thank you for joining us. Randy C's on. Thomas, hello. Happy Friday. Absolutely. Thanks for the remembrance. Yeah, you bet. Gilberto, hello. Rambles. Good evening. Hey, Matt, how's everything in California? Did you get to run your Milwaukee's? I hope you did. I want to do that. I'm going to do that. I've got to go. I got to go to the warehouse. The camera's backwards. When I look at myself in the picture, my cord's not in the right place. So I'm going to go get another Milwaukee and do that. That's a great idea. Hello, Guy. Welcome. Hello, buddy. Southern Mississippi. Gilberto's on. Barbecue for you. Yeah, barbecue's great. That's for sure. Rambles, you got your MTH Subway on the way. Did you get an R1 or an R9? The blue or the blue and silver, isn't it? And then the old-fashioned kind. I'm keeping the old-fashioned kind for me. Good evening, Jim. No update, Kevin. We talk about it every week. No update. I have no idea. Lionel, 125th anniversary boxcar number 3 shipped out today. Good, good. ZWL, we've got those in stock. TGIF from Delaware, excuse me. Thank you, Robert. Hello, Don. How are you tonight? Dennis Patton, hope you had a great week. Yep, we're gonna be tomorrow for the weekend. So the Mr. Muffin's Magnificent Model Railroad. Those guys, Size their leader, and they're all coming tomorrow. I've rented the community center for the day, and they keep raising the price. They think I have money. I don't know why. But I rented the community center for the day, and we're going to go set the modular railroad up tomorrow. We're going to fix some things. We've got a few modules that have got 3/4 inch plywood, and they really need 1/2 inch. And so we're going to be doing that tomorrow at the community center. And then we'll be running trains here. I told everybody we're taking Saturdays off, June and July, but I lied because we're all going to be here tomorrow on the 7th because the modular guys will be around. So that'll be good. So looking forward to that. So Kevin's on there. He says, hey, you're going to see me tomorrow? Yeah, great. That'd be good. Thank you. Hello, Alex. This is Alex from New Jersey. Spoke to you earlier today regarding the unpowered F7B, the collector rollers. Yep. So what Alice did was use a power chassis with gears included. Yep. So they just used the same chassis, didn't they? There was nothing inside there that used the power, right? No. Thank you, Alex. Yeah. David does not want to hear good evening from anybody right now. So nobody wish him anything, okay? Because we don't want him getting all upset. They bolted him into an empty shell. Well, they probably, when they made him in bulk, right? And just used him. Why not? Hello, Rick's 3 Rail. Hello, nice to see you. So, Steve, will you reprice existing Lionel pre-orders? Yes, we do. So what we're doing on this question just is we really have to wait, in my opinion. My daughter and I have been talking about this. We don't really want to do anything about repricing any existing pre-orders until they're really here and we see right where we are with the tariffs, because we definitely want to be in a position to lower the price if we can. And so we're kind of dealing with this a shipment at a time. So when we get a shipment, we can then look at how we're being billed based upon what's really going on with the tariffs, and then make an adjustment. Like the MTH stuff we just got in, the effective tariff to the customer was 7%. The rest of it was absorbed by either MTH corporate or channel partner or the original manufacturer. And so only 7% came through. So that's good. So we're just going to do them kind of as they come in. So because it could change. It could go down, right? I mean, if the court ruling that we looked at that said, we're not allowed to do tariffs this way, if that would hold plans, that'd be good. So no news on the King Cole set. About as much as I could get out of Lionel was what was going to ship the first week of July. So, and I'm pretty sure the engines for the King Cole set are at Lionel, and they're waiting on the rolling stock. And obviously those are 3-bay, aren't they? Yeah. So those cars you need are in the cars that are coming this week on the 6/4 shipment. That's my bet. My bet is they're waiting for the Cole cars, and the Cole cars, the 3-bay hoppers, I think that set's got 3-bay hoppers. Those are what are coming in this week to Lionel. So we'll maybe know pretty soon, about the King Cole set. Charles, he's asking about 440 American custom runs. Yeah, we've announced some. We're doing Philadelphia and Reading. We're doing Louisville and Nashville, and we're doing Monon. Those 3. I also sent a design off that a friend of mine sent me. That's kind of an American heritage kind of paint scheme, and I'm trying to get some traction on that. Now I know these cars. I mean, let's think about it. So these cars are brand new tools, right? So Mike had to write a check, pretty big check, 6-figure check, to get those tools made to make these cars. And so you can bet they're going to run these cars again very shortly, like next year. So we're going to have a chance to make more 440s and more 64-foot cars in 2026. That's my bet, because you don't spend that kind of money to develop a new tool and let it sit there for 5 years. You just can't do it, you know. I mean, they didn't, even in the old days, honestly, if they did a new tool for an engine, they didn't, like the Mohawk is a good example. They did that new tool for the Mohawk, the Premier Mohawk, and they sold a ton of those, right? All those different road numbers and versions. They didn't break even on it, okay? Because the tool was so expensive. So they didn't make money on the Mohawk tool until they did the second run. And so that's what we're looking at. So you know, they're going to, in my opinion, you know, I don't own them, of course, but in my opinion, they're going to run these 440s and 64-foot cars again next year. And we'll have a chance to make some more stuff. So if they won't let me do the custom run kind of American Heritage thing, it's a beautiful paint scheme. If they don't let me do that now, then I bet I'll get to do it next year. Yeah, I'm thinking. So hello, Phil. Nice to talk to you. Hey, K&R, how are you, buddy? I got killed on the SD70 Max. I got killed. So, you know, I don't know if it's my fault, their fault, whatever. They never processed my order. And I ordered a lot of them. And I also ordered 2 custom run Indiana Railroad SD70 Max. And those didn't get made either. And so earlier this year, they let me know they missed the custom run for my SD70 Max that got dropped. And shame on me, but I forgot to ask him, well, how about the rest of them? Am I okay or am I not okay? And I didn't know I wasn't okay until like February, maybe early March. And so all the SD70 Max I got were scrounged because I ordered, I don't know, 100 and some of them, and I got squat. So it's not good. And the Alaskas were the worst. So, and I was able, I think I had 26 pre-orders for the different Alaska versions, and I got 3 that I was able to scrounge from other dealers. That was it. So I've asked MTH again. We're talking about what we're going to run next. I think we need to run SD70 Max real quick because I want to get my Indiana Railroads made, and I want to fill in some of these Alaskas that we didn't get. And I think that's only fair, you know. So yeah, we got killed on the SD70 Max. I do not know. I do not have the answer to that. I mean, I think they are, and I think they'll be here middle of July. I did confirm that the Lionel store was wrong, that they weren't getting them at the end of June. Hello, Cy3. Hello, buddy. How are you? So Cy's going to be here tomorrow with the Modular Railroad Club. If you're in the greater Indianapolis area and you got nothing to do, get a Phillips screwdriver and come over and help. They'll be at the community center here in Atlanta, Indiana, starting at 10. And we're looking forward to seeing you there and everybody there. Yeah, I don't think we'll see the Pacifics, you know, maybe late July. I mean, we're going to get, you know, we're going to get pounded with, because they left everything in China for maybe 60 days max. And now, and the stuff was finished, right? It was in a container, ready to pack. So now that stuff's on the water, getting ready to go. And then also all the stuff they're working on is getting ready to go. So we're going to probably see an enormous amount of product in July and August. And I definitely think we'll see a new Lionel catalog in July. I definitely think we will. So yeah, I don't think, maybe, you know, all they shared with me is what's arriving through July 7th. So, or July 3rd, I think it was. What did I say earlier? I think that's all I heard. But I think, yeah, I think they should be right behind that. And I'm thrilled to get the mountains. I'm just thrilled to get the mountains. That'll be great. Okay. Hello, Aonzone Railroad. J.A. Hello. Sam, the Shoe Man. Hello, Sam, the Shoe Man. Old Ohio Angler. Didn't hear you mention the Lion Master Hudsons. No, they're here. I think they're on the pallets that arrive next week. I think they are. Let me look. I think they're already here. I think they shipped them. I thought they shipped them. I don't see them on my list. I think they'll be in the pallets we get next week. Hello, Husky stacks, who knows? You know, are they ever coming? Yeah, they're coming. I mean, the artwork's all approved. They're scheduled for production. You know, I just don't know when we're going to get them. Hello, Harold. Yeah. So KNR says, I've got mine. Don't worry about the rest of the Alaska people. Yeah. You're the old-fashioned holiday special Subway? Oh, yeah. That's wonderful. Wow, that's going to be great. Oh, my God. Oh, my best friend from high school is on here, Mr. Spangler. I'm going to have to mute him. I don't want him telling you guys anything. So there were, as he knows, in our class, there were 2 Steve Nelsons. And we both had R as the middle initial. Mine was Ross and his was Robert. And one of our teachers assigned us a number. And he was 1 and I was 2. And then the geometry teacher didn't like that. So he assigned us a number based on his grade book. And on his grade book, I was number 23. And Robert was number 22. And Spangler used to say my nick number was 2. My real number was 23, but my nick number was 2. So good friend. Oh, we go way back. Shoot and pull together. We had a lot of fun. I think we're going to see the sea liners very quickly. I think they were on the list. Wait a minute. Let me look here. Did I miss them? Yeah, they're going to be there at 6:30. The sea liners will be there 6:30, and that includes Canadian National, Canadian Pacific, Milwaukee Road, and I'm doing a custom run Milwaukee Road. You probably remember that. New York Central on the Lightning Stripe, and then we're doing New York Central in the Cigar Band, an A and a B unit. And yeah, they'll be there 6:30. We'll see those shortly. And then I did not see the N5 cabin cars. Let me look here. We got some already, I thought. Maybe not. Let me look here at this list. I do not see the N5 cabin cars. So, not yet on those, I guess. Thank you. Do you watch Lionel's video on the preview? Turbo sounds really makes me want one. No kidding. Is that the turbo on the S2 turbine? Oh, that's cool. No, I didn't watch that. I got to watch that video. As you know, I've got a couple of custom runs coming in turbines. So, yeah. Massimo says, hello, KNR. Hello. KNR says, yeah, mine runs fine. You are such a booger. Peoria, Arizona, Ducky Caria. Nice. Going on the layout now. Good. All right. That's wonderful. Oh, you got my Ducky car? Yeah, we did. We took R50Bs and re-lettered them for NCS, National Criminal Investigation Service, for Ducky Mallard, Dr. Mallard, Chief Medical Examiner. And they're beautiful cars, to be honest with you. My wife didn't know I was capable of doing something like that. And I've still got some left, so if you want a Ducky car, you can go to my website and type in NCIS, and the car will pop up and you can get a look at it. Yeah, so I just noticed my window that my picture's in has gotten smaller. I must have bounced around on it. So we have a new puppy at our house, a new dog. We might have mentioned before. Her name is Parker. And the only word she knows is mine. Everything is hers. Everything is mine. Mine, mine, mine. She is awful. Hello, North Texas. Hello. Wells. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, Matt. Sent pictures to me about 30 minutes ago. Okay, great. We will check it out. Did they love them? They liked seeing them lashed up? You had about 2,000 people come through. Holy cow, to look at your layout. That's great. Oh, my gosh. You guys are having Chinese food tonight? Oh, that sounds good. So, who's picking it up? Are you picking it up, or is it Katie picking it up? Katie, what's your favorite Chinese food? You know? I got to hear about that. Let's see. 2 shipments of track on the way. Good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hello, Harold. How are you doing? We're doing grilling ribeyes. That sounds good. Beautiful detailing. Yep. Many thanks. Very insightful. There's Rocky Mountaineer. For what it's worth, Lionel's removed tariff surges on their website. No kidding. Well, they probably did because they moved but they have increased the MSRPs by 15. So the GG ones that were $1,700 are now $1,960. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, they've kind of gone back to the way they did business before, right? So they took away the tariff surcharges, but increased the prices. So that's going to cover the tariff. And so, okay, that's good to know. So now they're 1960. Ouch. Well, we got to be under that price, right? That's what I'm thinking. Any custom run power? Well, obviously Lehigh Valley, the mountains will be here shortly. I don't think of anything else right now. I've been trying desperately to sell my black Erie Lackawanna F units that Atlas made for me that are black and yellow, and I don't know what the problem with those are, but they've been slowly leaving here. I'm selling them below cost, and I've still got them. I don't understand it. Yes, those, yeah, no, the PAs, we'll go over here first, say hi to Paul, and then go down here. So the PAs that were in last year's catalog, they're on their way now. They've been at Lionel for a month, trying to get stuff out of Lionel while this has been going on has been tough. And so they've all been shipped to me. I've been billed for them. And I think that pallet, there's 5 pallets from Lionel, I think. And they'll be arriving here Monday. So, yeah, we'll have them all. And I'm looking forward to getting pictures of them next week. That'll be great. Yeah, that'll be great. Hello, RGO. Hello, Keith. Hello. Got your New York Center Custom Run E8s. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't those beautiful? They came out great. They came out great. Yep. So, I just ran my new Lion Pacemaker Hudson. They look great. Isn't it interesting? The most recent smoke units from Lionel really smoke. So, that's great. Hello, Lou. Hello, Eric. Good. He's got lots of pre-orders and custom runs. Keep it up. You know, when I used to, back before I was a dealer, I bought all my MTH stuff from Jim's Train House in Homer, PA. He was my buddy. And when I'd call in an order, he'd say, that's a great half order. Call me back when you got the rest. So there we go. That's cool. Mugu Goo Goo. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, house fried rice is good. Katie likes General Cho's. Do you? What is Massimo like? Do you like it spicy, Katie? General Cho's spicy? Let's see. Recommendations for removing factory steam from. This is so easy. You're going to be embarrassed about how easy this is. Get lacquer thinner. I'm going to whisper. So, you know, it sounds special. Get lacquer thinner and a Q-tip. And that lettering will come off there, flying off there. We do it all the time. So just lacquer thinner on a Q-tip. And the lettering will be gone. Harry did a video. I had some extra Monon heavyweight passenger sets we're going to turn into other road names, which was awful. So he did a video of using lacquer thinner and the Q-tip so I could watch him wiping out Monon off my cars. It made me crazy. I like my 2 sets. Good. Let's see. A really smoke. Yeah. Phil says he noticed that too. The new logos really smoke. Yeah, they do really smoke. I like it. Massimo likes General Cho's too. Wow, 2 orders of General Cho's. You could probably get the big order then, right? With fried rice and some egg rolls, and I like pot stickers. I like Mushu pork. I like those pancakes. You know, where you roll them up and put the plum sauce on them. Ugh, that sounds great. I'm starting to get hungry. I got to go home. This is good stuff. So, yeah, okay, good. So, let's see. It's almost 6:30 already. Oh, my God. Any more questions for me? I'm going to have to go here in a minute. And I thank you all for joining. We had, several hundred people watch this last week. It's like, really? What the heck? But I appreciate you guys all joining in and asking questions and talking about the hobby. And this is really fun. So, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, I think I'll turn my music on and I'm heading to the steakhouse. See what Mrs. Muffin's making for me. Thank you all very much. Good night.